All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see every one of you here. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. The time is about 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and today is the 20th of April 2021. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, just say a hi to me in the comments. I can see Cecilia, I can see Gary, I can see Danny, I can see Austin, I can see Wayne. Good to see every one of you here. 大家下午好. All right, so just a quick mic test. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, just say a hi to me. Hello, Mark. All right, I saw your email. Thanks for your email. All right, so I was away for the past last week, right, for my staycation. So yep, I did my last Facebook Live was on I think Friday or Saturday, I think so. So after that, I haven't have the time to do any Facebook Live. You know, I was just looking at the market yesterday also. Yeah. Let me take a drink first. Hello, Inchi. Sawadika. Hello, Vico. Hello, JL. Hello, Keith. Good to see everyone over here. For those who are just also new to MarketWise Asia, please help me to like, share, or comment. This is just to let Facebook know that you want to see more of me, all right? See more of MarketWise Asia Facebook Live in the future, because if you don't interact with me, Facebook think that you don't like me or don't like my content, and they will show you lesser and lesser of my content in the future. All right. Hello, Theo. Hello, Jonathan. Hello, Dennis. Okay, good to see everyone over here. So my agenda today is very simple. Just want to go through the commodities bull market. I'll go through with you later. Okay, so right now, I'll just go through with you the broad market. And because I haven't really been looking at the market for the past 2 days, Monday, Tuesday. So let's take a look. I didn't really prepare. Okay, so let's take a look. So I'll just walk through how I normally will see the market right now. Of course, I know how the market actually performed yesterday, but I didn't really, how to say, do a detailed analysis. So let me go through the market right now. So just a broad market first before I go through the broad-based commodities. So yeah, let's go through the Nasdaq first. All right, tech. All right, so this is the daily chart over here for the Nasdaq. Switch to candles view over here. All right, okay. So Nasdaq, since my last Facebook Live, nothing much has changed also. All right, so price has hit the resistance level at the R2 pivot level. Can you see? So right now, still gonna blocked by this R2 level. All right, so I think market is due for a pullback now, because this up move is quite extended, okay? And I think for the market to continue to rally, price need to have a pullback. But of course, this doesn't mean that the market will listen to me what I want to do, what I want the market to do, basically. So we'll see how it goes. But by the way, whatever I say today is just for informational purpose, right? Please don't treat this as a recommendation for me to tell you what to buy or sell. Just treat me as a clown. I'm always wrong. So please don't copy me, all right? So yeah, Nasdaq, yesterday technology had a big pullback, if I'm not mistaken. Later we take a look at the sector, okay? So S&P is the same also after a huge extended rally. So right now it's at the R2 level also. For the Dow Jones, it's a stronger one. Price broke above the R1 level over here and is holding well at the moment, okay? So, but what I want to focus is on the Nasdaq. This is the Nasdaq futures, Nasdaq futures. So let's zoom into the monthly chart over here. So can you guys see over here? This is a long-term trend line which I've drawn over here. Okay, so let me remove this line over here. So initially, when price hit this level over here, this trend line, there was a slight reaction over here. All right, there was a slight reaction over here. So initially, I thought market would have a pullback. So I go back to the weekly time frame. Can you see over here? So market indeed reacted at this trend line over here. Okay, and then there was a pullback over here. All right, so it was a 1, 2, 3, 4 about kind of 4 week, 1 month pullback. You need to remember this is a weekly time frame. So every week, every candle is 1 week. So it is quite a long-term time frame. Okay, if you go drill down to a daily time frame, okay, so this was the pullback. And somehow, even though this is really not a very steep pullback, but somehow it just killed a lot of people. Based on my opinion, okay. So whenever I go on Facebook Live or social media, I see that people are panicking. How come the market correction is going to crash? That kind of. But if you take a look at the weekly, as in the daily time frame, this is just a small drop only, because you see a weekly time frame, just a small drop. Monthly time frame, it is not even a drop. It is still green. You see, it is still green. So this is just to let you know the perspective of how the market is doing. So of course, this is a very huge rally up, extended move over here. So right now, price is like breaking above this trend line over here. Of course, this month hasn't passed yet. It's not over yet, but it seems like, it is like doing a breakout. So I'm not sure whether this breakout will hold or not. It could just do a false breakout and then price just tumble down. Okay, I really don't know. Okay, so this is just to tell you like what is happening in the Nasdaq futures. All right, so what do y'all think? Are you guys still bullish or bearish about the market? If you guys are bullish, right, just type a bull. If you guys are bearish, just type a bear. So I just want to have a sensing on how do you guys view and think of the market right now. All right, so how do you guys view, man? Just interact with me, engage with me, share opinion with me. Do you guys think it is still a bull or a bear market, or do you think there's a major correction is coming soon, or do you think a crash is coming soon? Gary say boo, Jonathan say boo, Wayne say moo. Okay, I think you're saying about boo, right? Danny say boo. All right, Christopher Chan say worried. All right, so for me personally, I didn't really enter much into more position. Basically, I'm still holding on to my position, more of a swing trade lah. Okay, correction. All right, so the ES, all right, it is the same also. It's like breaking out. Can you see this? The S&P 500 futures. This is a monthly chart. It goes way back to 1998. So every bar is 1 month. So it is also breaking out, out of a long-term trend line. Okay. So the chart says it's breaking out. So I don't know whether price will do that kind of a boom, melt up instead of a meltdown. The reverse melt up. Okay. So for the Dow, I can't really draw a very long term, because it's only since 2003 over here, based on the based on the futures over here, but it is also pretty bullish. Will it be the same like the Bitcoin? Can you see the? Let me see and get the Bitcoin over here, BTC over here. All right, so this is a Bitcoin long-term time frame over here. So initially that was the long-term trend line at a high over here. Initially I thought the market will do a correction at this moment in time, but instead it just burst, boom, and just continue to hit higher and higher until right now lah. Okay, so can you see for Bitcoin? Since I'm into Bitcoin, I might as well just talk about Bitcoin. All right. So Bitcoin, can you see it hit the yearly pivot R3 level, yearly pivot, and some of Jun hit at this level, and then there's a correction. So can you see how a pivot level has this kind of forecasting ability? Okay, all right. So do you like my pivot level so far? Okay, of course I'm not saying that it is like God level. No, it's not. But at least it can tell you that when the market is at an all-time high, there's no way for you to project any price. Then I think a pivot level is a good indicator for you to forecast where price might hit to a certain level. Okay, so will be the case like for the Nasdaq, like Bitcoin like that, just boom, all the way up. What do you guys think? Okay. To me right now, the market, it is still bullish. So I'm not going to be bearish. Okay, I will still look at the market as it is, but I will really prefer the market to have a pullback. Okay, so to be more sustainable. All right, since also talking about Bitcoin, yeah, sorry, I keep going back and forth. Bitcoin, let's go to the daily time frame for Bitcoin. All right. Can you see for the past many months, since the bull run began at last year, 31st October or the November 2020, for Bitcoin price has been touching the CPR, the central pivot range, the central pivot range, the central pivot range, the central pivot range, and this central pivot range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touched the CPR like clockwork and then rebounded up. Also, this for the Bitcoin is a very beautiful uptrend. But right now, Bitcoin, it is at a critical junction right now. So it is at the CPR once again, but the price action doesn't really look very bullish to me. So if can you see from this big bar candle, right? So price actually try very hard to stay above the central pivot range over here. So for the next 2 days, which is currently also price is heading down, as this moment in time, price is down about 2% right now. So if price broke below the CPR and closed below the CPR, this area over here, then I will be a little bit more careful right now. Okay, and okay, I don't really like this price action. Up, 1, 2, 3. This is what I call a 3 pushes pattern. 3 pushes. All right, so 3 pushes. Okay, go and Google about this thing called 3 pushes. Let me see what I have. 3 pushes to a high. All right, so 3 pushes to a high. It's a longer topping formation. So you can just go and look at it. Okay, so I generally don't like this price action. So I'll be more careful. Okay, so I'm not in a sense trying to scare you that it's going to turn into a crash or whatever. Right now, the Bitcoin, it is still on a bull market, okay? So not yet a cause for concern yet, but just want you to be careful, okay? Sometimes I feel that, taking profit is more difficult than entry. How many of you agree with me? If you agree with me, type yes in the comments. Knowing when to take profit is more difficult than entering into a position. All right, it's not about the strategy, or the entry trigger sometimes. All right, so yeah, personally, I feel that knowing when to take profit is more difficult. This is just my opinion, because let's say for example you are holding Bitcoin, all right, you think that price is rarely at this high already, then you must be thinking, price is at a high already, I just want to take profit. Then you take profit already, came down a little bit, then it rallied some more, then it's like, wow, heart pain, so it's like, price really again higher and higher and higher. All right, so let's say if you don't take profit here, all right, you must be thinking that, hey, Bitcoin is on a uptrend, the broad market, the future, it's all about blockchain, whatever thing now, okay, all these cryptocurrencies, okay, then you never take profit, and somehow the market didn't go higher and then crashes down. Then you must be thinking, how come I didn't take profit here? It's so obvious that this is the top already, right? So, but of course, this is all in hindsight, okay? When the chart is at the most right-hand side, it is very difficult for you to determine the top, and you can never predict the top, okay? Unless, of course, you're extremely lucky, all right? So for me, right now, the dilemma is that I have some Bitcoin position, and I actually bought Bitcoin as in BTC and Ethereum at quite a low entry price. So now my dilemma is that should I really hold on to it, or when price break the cloud over here, just in case, for example, should I just let go? So this is a dilemma that I'm facing right now. So I'll be very honest with you, but this is a dilemma I'm facing right now. So what if Bitcoin, break this CPR and then at this S1 level, right? So what should I do now? So this is something I need to really think about, because I really think taking profit is very difficult. But all right, my opinion, my personal opinion is that Bitcoin might not hit 100K. Might not hit 100K. So for example, if price hit 80K, 90K, then I will be very, very careful, because a lot of people are anticipating that Bitcoin will go to 100K. If you go on Twitter, you go on these crypto currencies fanatics, right? They say, oh, it's inevitable that Bitcoin will go to 100K. Bitcoin will go to 100K. So they are too bullish already. If you are in the market long enough, okay, I'm not that lao jiao lah, okay, I'm not that old bird, but my past experience has taught me that if a lot of people are anticipating that market will go to the level, the market will not go to the level. Okay, you get what I mean? I repeat once again, if a lot of people are anticipating that a price, an instrument, an asset class will go to that price level, very high chance the market will not hit that level. All right. Okay. So for example, back in 2011, this gold. All right. Go to the weekly chart over here. Can I see go 2011. Okay, 2011 over here. All right. Can you see this very big bull run over here for gold? Okay, 2011. If you still remember, 2001 is the European debt crisis. I repeat, European debt crisis. The PIIG and the PIGS like Portugal, Ireland, or whatever. Okay, Spain, they have this European debt crisis. So that was a very kind of a big news back then in 2011. So people were scared like hell, and they were loading up gold. And I was one of those people who also caught into this fanatic thinking that gold is very bullish. I wanted to buy into gold and all this stuff lah. So I bought into gold. Luckily, I didn't really make any losses. Okay, so the analysts, the people were anticipating that gold will hit 2000. Will hit 2000. It is inevitable. Gold will really till past 2000 level. So what did it happen in the end? What did happen in the end? Gold hit, never hit 2000. Only hit I think 1009. Is it or what? 1009, and then price just came down all the way. Okay, for many years, it's not just 1 or 2 years, it's many years before price rally back again to the same level. So went back to 2000 and then came back down again. All right. So for Bitcoin, it is the same as well. All right. So since 2017, okay. So price, people mentioned that price will go to 30K, 40K, that kind. Of course, most people think that it go to 20K lah. So indeed, okay, it go to 20K and then just crashes down already. So for me personally, I feel that if people are anticipating about going to 100K, those kind when I hit 80K, 90K, 100K, then I'll be very careful already. So right now, to be honest, it is a dilemma for me. Okay, so whether I want to take profit on Bitcoin or not. Okay, so like what Patricia said, take some profit along the way. Yeah, this is one of the strategy also. So you take some and leave some at the table so that in case the Bitcoin continue to run, you still have some more bullets in your arsenal. All right. So 20 minutes already, so I haven't talked the main thing yet. Okay. So yeah, so just my opinion about Bitcoin and the broad market as a whole. All right. So let me go to the commodities market. All right. So this is the main topic, right? I've been too lost off for the past 20 minutes already. So I was looking at Dr. Wealth Dr. Wealth Facebook group. All right. So Alvin was actually mentioning, Alvin, by the way, is one of the speakers at the Market Insights Virtual Summit. I think in the previous Market Insights Virtual Summit. Okay. So he mentioned about lumber up 300%, copper up 80%, soybean, all this has been going up, the commodities. Yeah, copper has been up a lot also. So if you take a look at my previous Facebook Live over here, okay, I think it's at 8 weeks ago. That is like 2 months ago. I mentioned that has the commodities bull market begun. All right, so after I said that, all right, the commodities bull market continue to run up higher. So let's take a look at some of the market, like what Alvin has mentioned. For example, lumber, copper, crude oil. So let's take a look. Lumber, all right. Random length lumber futures over here. Okay, so this is a daily chart. This is a daily chart. Crazy for lumber. Okay, crazy lumber. So from low to high is how many percent? I think Alvin mentioned 300%, right? If you from the low to high, yep, it's about 380% over here. Okay, of course, it's very volatile. Okay, it's very volatile. And then copper HG futures, right, has been very steady uptrending also. So for copper, some of you might have entered into this stock called the FCX, Freeport McMoRan, all right, because it's also based on copper mining, so it is also on a very nice uptrend. And what else? Crude oil also. Crude oil, all right. So it has been going up, all right, since the negative value back in 2020. After that, it's been climbing up all the way. Of course, right now it's undergoing a pullback, but nevertheless, crude oil is now back above the CPR, and is, in my opinion, it is still on a very steady uptrend. It is still on an uptrend. Okay, so what else? Even soybean, silver, corn. All right, so let's say if you want to participate in this commodity bull run, all right, there are a few ways that you can do. All right, I think the easiest way for you to to participate is to get into this ETF called the BBC, Invesco Commodity ETF. So this is more like a broad market commodities. All right, so if you go to this ETF.com, BBC, all right. Okay, so there are a few broad market commodities, and the reason why I only choose DBC is because it has one of the longest history. Right, inception date is since let me zoom in, since 06 to 006. So DBC tracks an index of 14 commodities. Okay, so there are a few, like for example, GSG, GCC, and PDBC. So, but I just take this DBC as a example, and because it has the longest inception date since it started. Okay, so I use DBC. So if you draw a long-term trend line over here, let's take a look at the monthly chart. So every bar is 1 month over here. Okay, so price actually broke above this long-term trend line already. Okay, and right now price just starting to break above the cloud, the Ichimoku cloud. So this is also pretty bullish to me. So I think, all right, commodities has more room to run. That is my personal opinion. But of course, it is not that easy to just participate. There'll be volatility is not so straightforward, because if you drill down to the daily time frame, okay, pretty standard, like any chart, there will be up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So, but generally, like even for the DBC, right, price has been on a steady uptrend. Can you see after this consolidation phase? In fact, once price broke above the daily cloud over here, it has been going up all the way. There was a false break over here, but since then, price has been also touching the CPR, not really touching here, but CPR and above the CPR right over here. So it is still on a very nice uptrend. So if you are talking about just this DBC over here, at the monthly time frame, very long-term time frame. Okay, so we have just cleared this high at $16.25. So the next high will be 18.59 based on the broad commodities ETF. This is a basket of commodities. So 15.58. So there's still some room to go over here. Let's draw a horizontal line over here. So if you go down to the daily time frame, okay, so there's still some room to go. All right, so I believe the commodities has still some room to go. That is my personal opinion. And of course, this thing, EIT, the ETF things that I share with you, right? List over here, the ETF industry under the commodities spreadsheet over here, right? There are also quite a number of ETF and ETN over here. So you can take a look, for example, let me zoom in, agriculture, aluminium, cocoa, coffee, copper. But you need to understand that quite a number of them are ETN. They are not the plain vanilla ETF. ETN stands for exchange traded notes, all right? So it is not really an ETF, but more a debt-based product. So, but if you are trading short term, I think it is fine. But in my opinion, the safest way is to just buy the ETF, or for example, if you have a CFD account, for example, all right, you can use that to participate. For example, I have CMC, right? You can buy into coffee cash, you can buy into oil cash, you can buy into lumber cash, all this, etc. Okay, so if you buy directly into the futures, it can be very expensive. Okay, so I think the simplest is to buy the ETF or the CFD. All right, CFD, then you can trade in small amount. Of course, I won't go into specific. All right, so for example, like platinum, cotton, sugar. Platinum, okay, platinum is still quite okay because I've been looking at it for quite some time. Platinum, can you see it has been going up all the way also. All right, so palladium also. Palladium not so straightforward, but generally it is still going up. So a lot of things are all going up. So basically the narrative is that the market is recovering, inflation is going higher, resources are getting lesser and all this stuff, so price is going higher up, and more people are using all the natural resources, commodities to produce, to manufacture their items, etc. So that is why all the commodities are heading higher. All right, so that is the narrative. All right, so any question on the commodities or the market in general? I want to take on a few questions before I end this Facebook Live. Any question? Or I take a break at the moment. Any question? Let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum, I forgot to talk about Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum is a stronger one. Okay, Ethereum is a stronger one. So once price ready above the CPR over here, so it hasn't tested the CPR. So basically, Ethereum is actually stronger than Bitcoin it's generally also stronger than Bitcoin. All right. So by the way, I'm not a crypto expert. I'm just looking at the price action of the two biggest one, Ethereum and Bitcoin. Of course, the expert is Chris Long, a good friend of mine, and also one of the past speakers at the Market Insights Virtual Summit. All right. Josephine Allen, okay, I saw your question. I will take a look. Okay, so Josephine, you mentioned about silver. All right, silver. Okay, I never took a look at silver. Silver. Where's silver? Silver. Okay. Also, I mentioned in my previous Facebook Live. All right, so initially price was below the cloud. Okay, I was bearish, but price is above the CPR once again. I am less bearish and is holding well above the CPR. So silver, it is generally still on an uptrend. If you take a look at the weekly time frame, all right, at the weekly time frame, so it is still above the cloud. all right, above the yearly pivot. So in fact, okay, based on just price action alone, this is quite a bullish. No, I shouldn't use that. All right, this is a consolidation phase. All right, this is actually quite bullish to me for now, for now. Okay, so it's like, you know, heading up, another leg up. So I don't know how it goes, but basically for me, right, my default trading time frame is swing trading. So I won't be holding a trade for so long. Okay, so mainly for a few days to 1 or 2 weeks. Okay, that's my default. Unless, you know, price really go in my favor, then I will hold on to the position for a longer time. Okay, so silver right now to me, it is still bullish to me. All right, gold is the same as well. Okay, gold weekly time frame, right? It is below the cloud, but all right now it is back in the cloud again. Okay, so less bearish. On the daily time frame, you know, price is above the CPR once again, so I'm less bearish. Okay, so essentially when gold tests this cloud level or the R2 level again, there'll be some resistance, but generally it seems like gold and silver, they are going to go up higher. Or this is just my personal opinion. All right, Alice asking, how do I set the pivot point? So I understand that there are always new people who are attending my Facebook Live. So I've already prepared this trading tutorial walkthrough with you. Basically a walkthrough, you know, how to set up the Ichimoku Cloud pivot points and the central pivot range on TradingView. I will post the link in the comments. So just go ahead and go and browse through the YouTube video. All right. So I think any more question? If there are no question, then I will end the Facebook Live. So basically, today's agenda is very simple. So I feel that, you know, the market, it is still uptrending, okay, but I'm waiting for a pullback, and the commodities market is continuing to head up higher, and I don't think it is going to be a bear market soon for the commodities market now. So it's heading higher and higher. Of course, along the way there'll be pullback, okay, but generally the commodities is going to head higher. And if you want to take part in this commodities bull market, I think the best method is to go by the route of the ETF, like for example, the DBC, or if you're using CFD, you can look at individual commodities market and go long on them. Okay, this is just a personal opinion. I really never thought about Tesla, but I can talk about Tesla now. Okay, I'm still holding on to my Tesla, by the way. I'm still holding on to my Tesla. All right, Tesla. Okay, so nothing much has changed. Okay, of course, yesterday, I think, is it yesterday? Yesterday news was bearish because 2% actually died because of a crash. The automotive kind of self-driving Tesla vehicle actually crashed. So I think two were dead. That's why the market reacted negatively on the market. Okay, so yesterday dropped 3.4%, but it is holding well at the cloud level over here and at the Camarilla pivot over here at the level 3 over here. So as of now, I am still bullish unless, you know, price can break below this low of this candle over here. So my entry price was actually somewhere around here. Okay, this bar over here, all right, this bar over here, this green bar. So essentially this is a wash and rinse. This is a wash bar, okay, and then this is a rinse bar over here. And the reason why I was bullish is because, you know, on a longer term time frame, Tesla is above the yearly pivot, all right, and the daily time frame, it is above the CPR. So I am more towards the bullish inclination and looking for a trigger, and this wash and rinse is my trigger to go long. So I am still at this moment, I'm still bullish on Tesla, okay, unless price can break below the low of this candle over here, then I'll be bearish on that. All right, so I think no more question on the comments. So I will end this Facebook Live. So I will see you guys maybe on Friday. I don't know. So I'll see you guys in 1 or 2 days time, basically. Okay. Yeah. So if not, then I'll see you guys again. Thank you so much for tuning in to my Facebook Live. I will see you guys again. All right. Bye bye.